Welcome back to Narrator's Cut. Today we're going to show you a 2021 action, thriller movie called Those Who Wish Me Dead. Hannah is a smoke jumper who is perched in a watchtower high above the Montana wilderness, still hurting at the loss of 3 lives. She is also a mother of 3. After a short while, she comes across the bloodied, traumatized and on the run Connor, who she takes under her wing and helps him escape into the lonely forest. As Hannah attempts to transport Connor to safety, she is completely unaware of the true perils that await her. 2 ruthless killers on the prowl for Connor, as well as a raging inferno destroying everything in its path. Enjoy and keep on watching. Despite her efforts, Hannah Faber, a smoke jumper, was unable to prevent the deaths of 3 children campers and a fellow smoke jumper during a forest fire. A fire lookout tower in Park County, Montana, is where she is currently stationed. As a forensic accountant working for the district attorney's office, Owen Casserly hears of the death of his boss and his family in what appears to be a gas explosion. Instead, they were assassinated by Black Operations assassins Jack and Patrick. Owen and his son, Connor, flee the country, believing they are the next target because he and his boss have revealed illegal behavior among governors and lawmakers. He hopes to seek sanctuary with the brother of his deceased wife, Ethan Sawyer, who happens to be a deputy sheriff and Hannah's former boyfriend. As they approach the cliff, they are ambushed by the Black Ops duo, who push them off the road and into the canyon. As Owen is about to die, he hands over the evidence of the high-level criminal activity to Connor. While Ethan is investigating Owen's automobile wreck, Hannah is on patrol and happens to come into Connor. She returns him to the tower, where she calls for assistance. After meeting with their boss, who comes in a vehicle with government plates, the hitmen are given the task of tracking down and killing Connor. The couple intends to assassinate everyone else who comes into contact with their faces. They use flares to ignite a forest fire as a diversionary tactic to keep the cops off their trail. They proceed to Ethan's residence in search of Connor, and they find and question Ethan's wife, Allison, who happens to be Connor's aunt. Allison is pregnant at the time. When they compel her to call Ethan, she provides him with a duress code. She then fights off the 2 and manages to flee the situation. Hannah discovers that the radio at the observation tower has been rendered inoperable due to a lightning strike. Although she makes an unsuccessful attempt to walk with Connor into town, they are forced to turn around because of a fire that blocks their path. Allison's safety in mind, Ethan and the sheriff return home after receiving the radio transmission. The hitmen, on the other hand, ambush them and kill the sheriff, forcing Ethan to act as their guide through the woods. As watching from a tree, the hitmen come at Hannah's fire tower and force Ethan to inspect it while they keep an eye on him. In the meantime, Hannah and Connor take cover while Ethan tries to make it appear as if the tower is vacant. When Patrick notices that Ethan appears to be conversing with someone, he and his brothers-in-law rush to the top of the tower. Ethan is injured but Hannah and Connor are able to flee with their lives. The hitmen attempt to hunt them down, but are stopped when Allison, who has located them, begins shooting at them. After splitting off, Patrick pursues Hannah and Connor while Jack stays behind to battle Allison, who eventually wins the upper hand and murders Jack. In the meantime, Hannah is fighting Patrick, and Connor flees, but returns when Patrick threatens to beat Hannah to death. In the moments before Patrick is ready to kill Connor, Hannah strikes him in the head with her climbing axe and leaves him to burn to death in the encroaching flames. Allison and Ethan are reunited in the tower, but the fire encircles them as they struggle to put on their oxygen masks and cling on to one another. Hannah and Connor plunge into a nearby stream and watch as the woodland is consumed by fire from beneath the surface of the water. Hannah, Connor, and Allison are rescued by Hannah's former smoke-jumping crew the next morning, after the fire has been completely extinguished. Ethan perished as a result of his past injuries. The following day, Connor is preparing to present his father's testimony to the media. Hannah promises to be there for him as he navigates his uncertain future. That's all there is to it. I hope you like the movie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more recap movies like this. We'll see you soon. Take care.